in my own mind. Yes, yes, yes. I go through real troubling times, and what do? I sign up to do a stand-up gig. This is only my third time. This is only my third time doing something like this. The first time I signed up to a Peterborough's Got Talent. Peterborough Got Talent show. It was for MS. And I did that one. And then I signed up for the Poutine Fest. And I did a little gig down there. And then I got a talking to. And I hope they knew I was taking it seriously. Because they said I did some inappropriate jokes because there was little kiddies running around. But I didn't mean it. I thought it was just innocent stuff. And it was a joke that I learned when I was 9 years old. So I won't be sharing that because there was some little kiddies running around. And I think maybe I need to do a show where it's just the adults so we get the adult humor. Especially, because we all getting older. And I tell you, you don't want to go there too fast because we can bring it on ourselves. I was always in such a hurry to get older. And you know what? I know this cause touches my heart because my last relationship was very, very toxic. And he was older than me. And I thought maybe he'd be more comfortable if I looked a little older too. So, but I meant like some gray hairs, some wrinkles, and I've got arthritis in my neck. And so it makes me move all funny. I get all shaky and shivery. But that's what happens when you wish to get older. I wanted the wisdom years, not the decrepit years. I got myself a little scooter, and I have a PSW that comes to shower me on the Tuesdays, because it's hard to shower myself. It's pretty sad. But I can laugh at myself, which is good. My humor keeps me going. And my physical comedy, well then that just adds into it, right? Because I gotta move all funny. Oh, and then you should see my dance moves. Oh, I don't know, take it easy on the dance floor. I get up there and I'm going hard, and then the next thing you know, I'm dancing with a hand on my neck, and then I got a hand on my back, and I keep going, and I keep dancing. And anybody watch Carol Burnett? Remember that old guy, Tim Conway? That's my fast. Here I come, I'm coming. I'm gonna get there. I'm on my way. I'll get there eventually. Today, I hope. I don't know. So, there's so much I want to talk to you about. Like, how about this? Isn't this wonderful, this event to put on? And that all the fundraising that Harley G does, he does a lot of work in this community, and it is beautiful. I share it on my Facebook page, Begin With Them, There's Books and Healing Services. I also do a daily video on the YouTube called Begin With It Guys. I call it the Daily Crumb. And I open it up with singing a song. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and how are you today? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Here's the Daily Crumb to help you along.
Sorry.
So hopefully it gives everybody a little bit of a laugh. It's something I started up the YouTube channel when I'm going through the hard times. I'm still going through such hard times. But we can decide whether we're going to let them beat us down, and I'm sure we grow wiser instead of bitter. And then we can laugh at ourselves, take responsibility. Look what I did to myself. I got old way before my time. But you know what? I'm an old soul, still young at heart. And I'm going to keep on shining. Yes, I am. So this is a very, very good cause, and it's wonderful. I share Harley G stuff on my business page on the Facebook, trying to get out there myself and trying to open up this business. And then I had dreams and nightmares come true all at the same time. So I keep shining up for these shows. And I get out of breath, I get a little excited, so I got myself out of breath here. So anybody been to BC? I went out to BC to pursue my acting career back in 2002. And boy, when you want an adventure, you better be careful because you're going to get an adventure. I wanted to go out in a Volkswagen Vanagon. I put in an ad. I got the Volkswagen van. Had the moon roof and everything. Here I go, hippie style out to BC. Yeah. Yeah, well, that broke down. Took us 18 hours to get from Barrie to Aurelia. 18 hours because we had to pull over and let that thing cool down because it was 73. So it was just the year when they went from water cooled to air cooled. So it took me a month to get out to BC. But when I got there, they had the Benson and Hedges Symphony of Light. So that was beautiful. And before I moved there, I was going out checking things out. I was there for my cousin's birthday. And, we were up late talking. Yeah, we were up all night just talking. And the next day, I was feeling pretty rough and I'm tired. I was very tired. So she took me to the SkyTrain. She was at the end where the SkyTrain ended. So I get on, I go walking up the stairs to get to the SkyTrain. And I see it, and I'm really slow after such a long night. And I come up the stairs and I see the SkyTrain's there and the doors open. And in my head, I start thinking like Subway. Those doors are gonna close and that train's gonna leave the station and I'm not gonna be on it. So I went bounding up those last few steps. I went running across that aisle and I leaped onto that SkyTrain. And I stood there expecting the doors to close behind me and bracing myself for the move and this thing to take off. And it didn't move. It didn't move, and the train was full of people. And so I just sat down with my book and I just sat there laughing at myself. I laugh at myself lots. Do you laugh at yourself? Can you laugh at yourself? Oh, I laugh at myself all the time. I go and hurt myself. It's the little moves that hurt now. But I go do these big moves. I go out like heaving trees and stuff. And I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry, I can't do the dishes. So the dishes are suffering. But I say the dishes don't get offended, right? Dishes in laundry, it won't get offended. It'll stay there and wait for you to do it. Okay. What else I got here to share with you that is appropriate? You want to hear a dirty joke? White horse fell in the mud. I learned so many jokes when I was a kid. I'd love to share them all with you, but apparently, I've always called myself a swinger. And most people, there's a different meaning for that, but I call myself a swinger because when I'm feeling really down, I gotta swing it to feel really happy. I get weirder the more sad and more pain that I'm in, because I don't want to bring anybody else around me down, right? So I'm a big geek weirdo, and I am a swinger. I put on the music, and I swing to that. I love to sing out loud. There's my babies. I made these 3 beings over here, my beautiful, beautiful beings. That's why I will never, ever regret, and I still say that I love the ex, because I wouldn't have these beautiful beings without his help. So it is tough, but I look back at it, and boy, have I learned a lot. We learned a lot from this stuff, don't we? Woo! It's getting warm up here. I'm trying to look through my notebook and see what I got to say. So when I've had these pains, I've been a very, very independent woman. Independent woman! Yeah, right? That's right. Yeah, you don't need a man, but they're nice to have around, right? We all need each other, okay? But, yeah. So I do need extra help. My house, I decided it's me or my house, so my house has gone downhill, the poor thing. So I had some help, and they brought in some cleaners and really cleaned me up. And I was all excited going, oh yeah, I can boss them around. And they come into my house and I go, it's okay, you can boss me around. Like I do all this like, oh yeah, I'm so confident, but I'm really not. I'm just a scared little girl, and I'll just go and do it anyways. Because that's what I think, feel the fear and do it anyway. Unless that fear is telling you not to jump off the CN Tower, that's probably a good one to listen to. So, so here's a little joke I thought I'd try out. Somebody told me that they heard it from another comedian like years and years ago, so let me know if you've heard it before. There's 2 bricklayers. they're having a drink after work, and they're sitting there talking about, yeah, when I'm out on the job, I can take a brick and I can throw it up 10 feet up on the wall, get up there just straight. The other bricklayer goes, yeah, well, when I'm out there, I can throw it up on the wall, get up there like 20 feet, get it straight, right? So they're arguing back and forth. They say, okay, there's one way to handle this. Let's step outside, and we'll throw the bricks up in the air and see who throws it up the highest. So they go out. First guy grabs a red brick, and he throws it up in the air, and they watch it. It goes up about 30 feet. Good job, right? So then the other guy, woo! Back down the hatches. Hold on. I'll hold it here. Okay, I got it, it ain't going nowhere. So the other guy gets up, he grabs a white brick, and then he throws it up in the air. And then, there's this old tribe, Kokabunga. Have you ever heard them? Well, they're an old tribe, and there was these, like, 3 guys down, and they get captured by this tribe. And they're all dancing around like, woo, woo, woo. And they got them tied up to the stakes, and they're doing their dance around them, and they go up to the first guy, and they say to him, the chief goes, you want death or Kokabunga? And the guy is like, oh, I don't want to die, I'll take Kokabunga. So they go tie him to a branch, and the whole village gives him a kiss, and he catches a whole bunch of diseases, and he dies. So the chief goes to the next guy. Hey, next guy, you want death or you want Kokabunga? The guy's like, well, I don't want to die, and I really don't want Kokabunga either, but I have more chances of surviving with Kokabunga. I'll take Kokabunga. So they tie him up to the pool, all the village people go kiss him, he catches a bunch of foreign diseases, and he dies. So chief goes up to the next guy, and he's like the big Rambo type, right? The chief goes, you want death or Kokabunga? And this big Rambo guy goes, I'll take death. So the chief is scratching his head. Nobody's chose death before. What does he do? So the chief goes, okay, death and Kokabunga. and then we move on. Then there was this other little joke that I heard. It's a guy on a plane, and this is the time I guess they could smoke on the plane. He's smoking a big smelly cigar. There's an old lady sitting beside him with a little canary, and the canary's being real loud, and it's annoying this guy. He's like, lady, can you shut that canary up? And the lady's like, no, you put your cigar out. So they're arguing and bickering. So she opens up the window in the plane and throws the guy's cigar out. So the guy grabs the cage, grabs the bird out of there, throws the bird out the cage, out the window to the plane. And they're arguing, and then they get down to the ground, right? And when they get there, they see this little bird flying by, and guess what he's got in his mouth? The white brick. Oh, see how I amuse myself. I learned that one years and years ago. What's another good one I could tell you? I don't know. What do you think? Wow, yeah, I already said that, right? Growing through the darkest times of my life, and here I am. We gotta keep putting ourselves out there. I did like one drama class in grade 10, and I signed up to a theater group when I was in my 20s. Moved to BC in my 20s. Hi, how are you doing? You coming to help me hold this down? So the wind don't blow it away? No. It's so beautiful. Look at that dog. Where'd you get that? See, they got some good food going on around here. There's some ice cream down there too. Isn't this beautiful? Such a beautiful day for this. And you know, I had plans of looking at everybody. This is a whole lot easier to picture you in your underwear. Why do people say that? To make you feel more relaxed speaking in front of people. Picture everybody in their underwear. Oh, hi. Oh, freezies! Okay, don't mount this guy, kids. It's got freezies! Woo! Yeah, so when I said I was a swinger, doing this is kind of my swinging thing too. And I like to go out dancing, but I haven't been out very much. I've been going through some financial abuse and stuff too, so, and I come in here to this show and then my car won't start. So if there's any way, like we want to self-sabotage, I could have went, oh, my car won't start, I can't do it. I'm so embarrassed, I can't go do a show. But here I am, I'm doing a show, my car started. And so just anybody got booster cables, I may need a boost afterwards. So to get me home, I come all the way from the Peterborough. Oh yeah! I just love the bikes, I really want one. I had an imaginary motorcycle when I was about 8 years old that I used to ride to school. I'd leave it parked outside my front door, I'd hop on, and I'd drive it all the way to school, stop at the crossing guard, let it rumble, and then I'd run it across the street and I'd park it. We had a hill in our yard, so I'd park it at the bottom of the hill, and when the bell rang and school was out, I'd go run and I'd get a good run down that hill. Do you guys got one imaginary motorcycle too? No? Oh, you gotta get one. Mine's a classic. But it only goes as fast as I go. My scooter does like 4.4K in rabbit speed. Goes from turtle to rabbit speed. My scooter does. Yeah, so I would park it at the bottom of the hill. When the bell would ring, I'd get that run down, and I would jump on, and I would ride that baby all the way home. Yeah. Oh, and I heard there's trophies today for the best car and the best bike. Do you think I have a chance at the best car? Like, I am a car, a classic car, 75. That's right, Chrissie Carr, Superstarr. I think this is the longest little gig I've ever done. The last time was like 5 minutes and 10 minutes. And look at all you beautiful people. This is such a fun place. Love the music. Are you guys out dancing with that music? I've been dancing around here. I just can't help myself. When the music goes, I am going. So, what else we got for us? So, let me share. Oh, I wrote something back in my days when I was getting ready. I was going to be a comedian. I would write down these little jokes and stuff and little ideas. So I got this one, and I read this. This is Wait. It says, sometimes I wish I were a man. No, I wrote this, this is pretty old. See, it's like all yellowy and stuff. This is like from teenage times. So, sometimes I wish I were a man. I went to the doctors the other day because I have a problem. The doctor asked me what my problem was. I told him, doctor, the problem is that I don't have I'm missing something between my legs. I think I lost it somewhere. Where do you think you lost it? The doctor asked me. I said, I don't know. I don't know for sure, but I think I forgot to pull out. So the doctor told me we had to do a physical. After he was done, he said to me, Chrissie, I figured out your problem. I said, well, what is it? The doctor said, you're a woman. I said, oh! Well, that explains these 2 lumps on my chest. So when I was younger, they told me I was such a tomboy. They said, Chrissie, you should have been a man. You should have been a man. Let me tell you, I was like more of a teenage boy than my own brothers were. I'm the first of 4. I got 3 younger brothers. And my poor girl, my girl is the youngest, and she's got 6 older brothers. So, yeah, I used to go around saying I had an innie, not an outie. So, anyways, yeah, that's the competition I had with the boys, was out there seeing who could spit the farthest, doing arm wrestling in grade 9. Can't do that anymore. Oh, yeah! Woohoo! I don't know, that gets me excited. Okay, how we doing here? There's going to be a great lineup of shows, some great bands, some live bands playing. I love the live bands, don't you? I sure do. How we doing here? All right. We're getting ready for some live music. We're gonna rock this place. Right? Right. I'm up here owning this stage. I see right now. I'm owning it. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I hope I didn't hurt you. I don't want to step too hard. Tread lightly. That's right. Dave's not here. Oh, there was this kid in the high school. His name was Paco. And somehow he got our math teacher in grade 10 to let us watch Up in Smoke in math class. This kid could do anything. Oh, there, that guy's got a wiener. Did you see that? That's what my girl would say, little wiener dogs. Look, Mom, she's got a wiener. And when we go pee, I was like, how you spell relief? P-E-E. The poor girl, I had to tell her that's not how to spell relief. It's really not. You spell it, well, I think that's how you spell relief, don't you? When you really gotta go, how you spell relief? P-E-E or P-O-O? All right. Who's gonna be the first one up rocking the stage? All right. I love your voice. Carrie Lynn Diamond rocks that voice. This is awesome. I was at that event years ago with the outside. It was an outside event in 2020, August of 2020. And I didn't get my t-shirt. All right, they're gonna play some tunes here. Thank you for listening to me rambling on here. I feel better. Hope you had a little chuckle. And I didn't do any injuries this time. My first one, I purposely tripped up the stage, which got a laugh, but I also skinned my knee, which I didn't do on purpose. So, I sometimes purposely fall, but I don't mean to hurt myself. Oh, you know, when we're clumsy sometimes, because we got so much on our minds, that's the time to slow down. So I encourage everybody, do your self-care. If you need help with that, watch my videos, watch the Daily Crumb. I'll begin within guidance on the YouTube. And maybe it'll give you a little laugh. All right, thank you. Have a wonderful rest of the day. All right.